Hey y'all, welcome back to the shop. This is Terry. And we're continuing on in our new series here. Most of you are probably tuning into this video because of this whole new series, which is our Grand Design Momentum 31G toy hauler and for the Honda Talon. And today I ordered this hitch. Friend of mine met on Facebook has one of these on his trailer on his 31G, and it's done really well. And these trailers are a little bit notorious for being a little finicky on setting up weight distribution hitches. And this is really something that's pretty new on the market. This is the WaySafe weight distribution hitch. And WaySafe, if you're not familiar with them, I'll put a link to their website and a link to this hitch specifically down below. And what WaySafe does is, not all of their hitches, but most all of their hitches actually tell you how much tongue weight is there, which any of you that's really pulled anything knows how valuable that could be, just to know where you are. The thing that really drew me to this hitch as much as anything is it's actually adjustable. You're not messing with chains on the bars, and you're not doing any of that. They actually have an app for your phone, and I'll show you that when we get to the setup part of it. The trailer just came in, and I actually don't have the trailer in my possession yet. I'll get it in a few days. So I just wanted to show you a couple things here. The first thing is, this is how it comes. So it's 4 boxes. Your delivery man's going to hate you because these 4 boxes weigh about 150 pounds altogether. And as we've done with a lot of other stuff that we reviewed here, the first thing about ordering something like this is, can it get to me, especially if it weighs this much, and still be good? And I specifically did not unbox any of this yet, just to show you that these boxes are heavy. And they got here, they're very tough, they're packed obviously well. Got here off the delivery truck, appearing to be in perfect shape. And that's really important. I mean, like I said, from some of the other reviews, we talked about packaging before, but a lot about a company, the packaging tells me a lot about the company. So WaySafe got all this here, safe and sound. And I've actually spoken with them quite a bit back and forth on Facebook Messenger. They've been very, very on point on that. Not much waiting, and answered my questions, and I'm sure I'll have more as we go along. But let me unbox this stuff, and then we'll come back and get a look at it unboxed and talk a little bit more about it. Be right back. All right, y'all, we're back. Decided we would do a little handheld here just to kind of show you everything about this. So this is the head, and what some really unique things here. The first thing is, let me turn this over. And the first thing is, like I said, with most WaySafe hitches, there's actually a tongue weight scale there, up to 6,000 pounds. And now this hitch is rated for 20,000 pull and 2,000 tongue weight. So the 31G is rated for 12,000 pounds, and it says it has a 1,600 pound tongue weight drive, but we'll know for real how that works out. I also have a tongue weight gauge separate from this, so we're gonna investigate all of that. So the really unique thing, or one of the unique things about the WaySafe is, like I said, these bars. Matter of fact, let's look at that. These bars, I mean, those are serious. I mean, them things are heavy. This is actually a tool that comes with it. I'll show you how to use that in a second. Super nice stainless, 20,000 pound stainless 2 5/16 ball. And this drawbar, let's talk about that for a second. Got a new to me truck as well to go with all this new stuff, new trailer stuff. And it's a 17 Ram turbo diesel 4-door dually. And it does have a class 5 hitch. So this is the class 5 2.5 inch receiver. There's all this hardware. This is all, of course, to attach to the tongue of the trailer. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about this. Once the bars are on here and everything's on here, then with this bolt, and this tool actually is made for this. I'll be using my trusty snap-on ratchet and socket. But with this bolt, and I'll show you how this works. You can see the bolts coming down through this hanger, and this is actually going to be able to adjust that tongue weight on the fly. And with the app, you need to know how much your trailer weighs for real. So we're going to use the posted on the sticker, on the VIN sticker, from Grand Design weights to start off with, but we will be going to the cat scales and weighing and knowing exactly what it weighs once the talon and all the goodies that go with the talon are in there. So we'll know what to do here. But there's an app, and I'll show you how to set that up. Like I said, down below, I did already post it down there, the setup video for it. Really pretty straightforward, but really interesting. Much different than the way I've ever done hitches before, but just wanted to show you what all these pieces look like, and then once we get into it with the app, you'll see how all of this goes together, and then how you set it with with plugging in values in the app. I did want to show as well that me being the maintenance guy on everything I own, it's very nice to see grease zerks here all involved. There has got to be a ton of pressure on this bolt, and all this stuff appears to be stainless as well. So there's going to be a lot of pressure on that bolt, and any of you that if that is stainless, any of you that have dealt with stainless a lot like I have, knows that you better have some lubricant or you might have trouble. So really good to see these grease zerks in there. So just another little overview of all the pieces. Like I said, these bars, of course, are solid, and they're heavy. They're heavy. This is another little tool here, and I'll show you how that works once we get everything on the trailer. But just wanted to do this little introduction while all these were in pieces. A couple days we'll have the trailer, and I will have this all set up, and we'll come back and look at how to set it up, and I'll have some opinion on how it works, and then we'll do some follow-up videos once we really have it loaded up and have the talon in there and all that. So we will, through the magic of video, we'll be back in just a second, and it'll be 3 or 4 days from now. All right, y'all, we're back, and obviously we have the trailer, and man, we're in love with this thing. It's a 2021 Grand Design Momentum 31G. It's a 36-foot travel trailer style toy hauler, and we love the thing. People have already been asking how come no. We're dually poor, as you can tell. We're kind of dually people, or I guess I'm a dually person, but I love my old 96 Chevy 4-door 454 dually, but it just doesn't compare to a modern dually and just what it can pull. And I love the old dually. I'll never get rid of it, but this modern dually is crazy. And we fell in love with this floor plan, and we set a budget, and for once we actually stuck to it. And so that's why we're not pulling a fifth wheel. Several other reasons. We're going to boondock. I don't want it to be another 1.5 feet taller. I don't want more weight. I don't want to spend more money. And this perfectly fit our needs. So just to answer that question before somebody asks, that's why. And this dually is just, it's been amazing. I've driven it quite a bit even before we got the trailer. I bought the dually while the trailer was still on order, and I love the thing. All right, these trailers are sort of notorious. I talked about this in the lead-in, but these trailers are kind of notorious for being a little bit difficult to set up. And the beauty of the WaySafe hitch is that with the way we showed you how adjustable this is, and that you're not messing with chains and bars and having to measure wheel wells and trying to figure out, you know, where to get everything set and having to go test and all that deal, because this is just super straightforward. I'm just totally impressed with it. And the first thing is, you can see this distance here. The head's really big on this thing, and we did have to add on to these safety chains. So just a matter of buying some more grade 43 chain and grade 43 couplers and putting 4 links in there. This is the way my dad taught me. I've been setting up trailers like this since I was old enough to pull a trailer, I guess. And we want to be able to twist these chains like that and have space, and we certainly didn't before, so had to add a little bit there. One thing that's really cool about this head being bigger, and those of you who have these, something else will appreciate this. You can open the tailgate, and super important to be able to do that with these travel trailer style toy haulers, because there's just not a lot of outside storage, so you're going to need the bed of the truck for the stuff that you got to take with you. And this way you have the whole bed open, and we're gonna get a tonneau cover and be set up for that. But that's one plus to the distance, or another plus to the distance here, that head sets everything back. It's just being able to do that. And I'm not going to do a whole bunch of install stuff here. We will talk a little. I do want to talk a little bit about how to set this hitch up. And these weight distribution bars, you actually use these to measure. So you're going to take this bar, turn it out here so it's perpendicular to this head, and that will, the front of that distribution bar will represent the center line of the trailer ball. And you're going to take a bunch of measurements there. So the center line of the trailer ball to the center of the rear axle on the truck, center line of the trailer ball to the center line between the 2 axles on a tandem trailer like this one. You're also going to measure the center of the ball back to the center of these distribution bar brackets, and input all that into their app. And the app is just absolutely spot on. I'm just I don't know, it's just, the app is just the coolest thing. So once you get that done, then before you put the distribution bars on the trailer, you're going to put the trailer on the truck and raise the jack and get it where you know how much tongue weight's there. In this case, I have to compliment Grand Design, because Grand Design said the tongue weight of this trailer was 1,600 pounds, and it is exactly 1,600 pounds. The trailer itself weighs, according to Grand Design, weighs 9812. So we have that input into the app, and I'll show you that here. So once everything is done, then the app is literally going to tell you, you can see we got our 9812, our 1600, and the app is going to tell you where you need to be for distributed weight. So the range is 33 to 3750, and obviously the center of that, of where we really wanted to be, is 3500. So all you have to do is turn the bolt, which I will say took quite a bit of turning to get there, until the gauge is on 3,500. And that's all there was to it or about it. And we pulled this trailer 75 miles an hour on the interstate on the way home, and it was absolutely rock solid. And I'm just really, really impressed with this hitch. And one of the things that the thing really that is the coolest about this hitch is, you got to think about this. This thing has 100 gallons of fresh water capability, and I don't know that we need to carry 100 gallons of fresh water, but 100 gallons of water, I mean, what does that weigh? 800 pounds or something, and it's in front of the axle, so that's gonna be tongue weight. Whenever the talon's in the garage, it's whatever, 1,600 pounds, that's gonna be negative tongue weight, because it's behind the axle. And all the stuff, food and clothes and all this stuff that we're gonna bring. And instead of having to mess with chains and do all that and try to figure out and test and hope for the best and all that, you're literally just changing the values in the app, hitting the calculate button, and it's telling you exactly where you need to be. And there's a couple of other guys have these, and when they are spot on to where the app says they're supposed to be, these trailers are pulling really, really well. And I'm just absolutely impressed with everything about it. And just couldn't recommend it enough. I'm just absolutely sold on it. So that'll wrap up our WaySafe hitch review. I will come back later whenever we have done some of these other things and had the talon in there and pulled it more, and obviously we just got the trailer, so there's more to find out. But so far, from what I've read from other people and from what I've seen myself, this is an amazing hitch. So we appreciate everybody that watches, and really appreciate everybody hitting the like button, hitting that subscription button. It really helps us with YouTube. And we got a ton of videos coming up on this trailer, and not just walk around stuff and showing you the trailer, but I mean a bunch of mods that I've got. We had this trailer ordered for a couple 3 months before we got it, so I've been researching and making lists and buying stuff. So got a bunch of mods to go through on this trailer, and so do subscribe. I'm really looking forward to also sharing some places that we ride and some places that we're going to boondock, and how all that goes, and it's just going to be, we're going to have a lot of fun over the next several months here, or year, or whatever, of videos. So appreciate everybody watching. Hope everybody's having a great day, and we'll see you next time.